Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Moose Minute Project on a Thursday morning. That's right, we're almost to the end of the week, and the cloudy skies are in the air. Before I get into it, good luck to the Ithaca girls softball team as they are headed to state. Not been there since 2014. I was in the stands in 2014 because my daughter Callie was playing for them at the state softball tournament. So good luck to them as they take on, I'm trying to think, I think it might be Barneveld. Maybe. But anyway, good luck to them. It will be on the radio today here if you're in the area on WRCO. But good luck to Ithaca. Yeah, we've had some pretty good showings of local teams as of late. It's always fun to see because, of course, everybody knows that I came from Aiken. I was born here in Plain, moved to Aiken, small town. Small town sports always amaze me. I think of Piers up in that neck of the woods. Say, Piers especially, Aiken, Crosby, those kind of, our rival, of course, was Crosby down here. Richland Center and River Valley is a very similar rivalry, and they're about the same distance apart. But Ithaca, very small farm town, and they've got a state championship in baseball in 2014, and the girls went to softball in state in 2014 as well. So it's pretty cool to see these small towns making waves and heading to the tournament. And so good luck to them today. So, the Moose Minute Project, titled Math and Respect. If you want respect, it has to be earned. Respect has to be earned. It's not just given. It's not just... The only time to me that it seems that it would be given is for holding the door for someone. If you see somebody wearing a hat from the military, Vietnam vets, that is all, but they have earned it. If being a vet and everything else, they have earned it. My mom raised me respecting ladies and holding doors and thanking people that served, respect to police officers, respect to those that are serving the community. However, that respect goes away when you disrespect so many others. So, if you have served in a position that has earned you respect, it can also be taken away by the way you are treating people. If you want the respect, you need to continue to show it. You need to be part of it as well. I can't expect to be respected if I don't respect those or show respect to those around me. Which then goes along with name-calling, degrading people, threatening people. So, Governor Newsom right now in California, he's the governor, right? He is standing up for what he believes in and for what he feels is best for his state, which as governor, he has every right to do. I don't live in California, nor do I want to. I don't have any desire to live in California. I don't have any desire to live in Florida, Texas. So all you can go on is if he's being respectful. And from what I can see right now, he's being respectful, but he's not being respected by the person that's in charge here with President Trump. And especially Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, to me, is not a nice man. To say somebody should be tarred and feathered in this community, in this environment that we are in, And then they're saying how people need to be respectful to all of these. If you're not going to show it back, if you're not going to show by example, why would anybody respect you? If you are not going to lead by example, why would anybody respect you? Kind of like math. Math is a very good, strong point for me. I love math. But when you tell me something has dropped and you can buy it for 400% less now, you're talking out your butt. Something cannot be priced at $3.50 and then now all of a sudden say, well, it dropped 400%. Because if it drops 100%, it's to zero. So that means somebody should be giving me money back for just picking up their product if it has dropped 400%. Hence why when you have sales, you only usually see 70 to 75% off. If somebody had a 400% off sale, it's not really a sale. It's a giveaway. Just saying. Just the things that cross my mind. Just the things that I hear. And people suck it up like a sponge and say, oh, look at how great things are. Prices have not gone down. And inflation actually went up a little bit more this last month. So, please, if you're going to be respectful, I'll respect you back. But if you tell me how dumb I am because I'm deciphering all this and I don't agree with where this is headed, we're done talking. We're done discussing. I will listen to how you're coming from as long as you're respectful. If you're respectful, I'll listen. As long as you listen to hear mine and we don't interrupt each other and yell over each other. I tend to find that very aggravating with our Congress and our representatives, that none of them allow each other to talk. They always are there to jump. And then especially it seems that if you have a right chairman with somebody from the left talking, the chairman just is short and to the point and cuts them off and does that stuff. And be interesting to see what happens with this big, beautiful bill. I haven't heard much more of it yet. They're still obviously working very hard to get it straightened out. But with everything else going on now, with the riots and the ICE agents, and there's just got to be better ways to handle some of this stuff. And I think a lot of it has to do with lack of respect, lack of compassion, lack of true hope that things get better and we succeed. You know, Glenn Campbell had this, if you see somebody behind, yep, help them along. Listen to some music of positivity and try to get this country to where we're back to, if your neighbor is struggling and you know it, help them out. If you know they're struggling and you walk away, that is where our small steps need to start. Is we need to help. Not walk away, we need to help. If we see people struggling, help. Hence why I started doing the Alzheimer's shootout, from just the problems I saw. I mean, and our healthcare and things right now is broken. It is severely broken. When people are going into debt and they're having all this held over their heads to be alive, is a problem. We should not be where we are today of, well, if you can't afford it, you'll just go into debt and we'll take everything else from you and put people under that stress, put them all under everything, and then wonder why we have people where they are today with mental health, just overall outlook on life. We wonder why suicide rates are up. We wonder why mental health is on such an huge skyrocket right now. It is because the future's not as bright where you got to wear shades anymore. The future for a lot of people looks very, very dark, very cloudy, and it's not good. We have to figure out how to help that along. We have to be the ones to bless others. We have to be the ones to be there to make sure people are going forward with a positive step. So, I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing right now out of our leadership, and it's everybody, and I know people come back and count, Chris, you'd go over this, and it's been this way for 20, 30, 40, I understand that. But at some point, then we might as well quit asking why mental health is where it is. Why is suicide rates where they are? Then let's just quit asking those questions and quit trying to figure it out. If we're going to just settle with, well, that's how it is, and we just live through the hell every 4 years, it doesn't matter who's there, it doesn't matter, nothing's going to change. It just is what it is. So we'll just continue to live our lives where it sucks, but you know what? It's better than being dead, I guess, and we'll just move forward and go on to the next day. If we don't keep talking about it, it doesn't stay as a priority to change. If you're okay with just be quiet and live life as it is, then you have a problem. Because then nothing's going to ever change. Not one bit of it will change. If we quit talking about Alzheimer's, cancer, heart issues, if we just said, oh, well, everybody's going to have it, whatever. Guess what? We'll still have it. And it'll be worse. And people's mental health will still be worse. So we have to keep talking about it, whether it's politics, whether it's how friendships, whether it's how you treat people. We have to keep talking about it, but we have to be civil when we talk about it. And you have to be open-minded. Our county governments, our city governments. Everybody's asking about Richland Center. There's no grocery store. There's none of that. There's no growth. Yeah, there is no growth. And why is it? Why is it that there's no growth for Richland Center? There's plenty of people here. We have a super Walmart. That's part of the problem. Is because they have the groceries and everybody goes there. And, but there's a lot of people that don't like Walmart because it's too damn big. My mom, at the end of her stage of Alzheimer's, wandered around that store. I went with her numerous times, and she would just wander around because she was so overwhelmed with everything there. We have to start looking at positive ways to make changes and continue to talk about it. And don't bring out asinine statistics or asinine thoughts on whose problems, and quit blaming the other side. Right now, if it's brought up and it's a problem, it's a Democrat's fault. Just how it's worded right now. Well, they blame Joe Biden for everything right now. Let's face it, you've been in office long enough, and some of the shit you're complaining about happened when your first term was in. So, that's where we're at. Start taking responsibility. start talking with positive ways, and we'll go from there. So I'll be back tomorrow morning with another edition of the Moose Minute Project, and we'll go from there, and we'll see what happens. Have a great day, and as always, take time to bless somebody's day today.